Hey guys, thank you for watching. This is my channel, Breaking Burke. I was outside in the garden today, as I am, at least for a couple minutes every day. And one of the neighbors stopped by. I have been building relationships with the neighbors lately. They've all kind of switched out since I was younger, and the neighborhood has definitely cycled through some people. But this guy who has taken some compost from the yard and given me a couple cactus cuttings and helps out with the pantry we have at the end of the yard, asked me if he could put this at the pantry or if I wanted it. Now this thing was double the size when he gave it to me. He said he did cut it today. Looks like it's been cut a couple days because it is calloused over. This is a huge aloe. And I did a lot of the pruning and peeling back some of the layers. I'm going to show you here. You can see what's left of it. It is pretty huge. Now this thing was like a 4-foot aloe around and probably about 3 feet long when I got it. You can see it does have quite the trunk here. It's a couple inches around. But I'm going to point out to some areas here. You see that little darkening there and there. And there's another one. All around this here, there are beginnings of roots. So if you do have an aloe that breaks or that gets rotten, I have another example here. You can see this one suffered some pretty bad root rot. Actually, there's no roots. So all you do is grab your lower sections of your aloe, peel the layers back kind of like an onion. And as you do this, do it carefully, because on this one you can see as well, there are some little bumps. Let's see, will it focus? No, the color. Okay, well if I turn it sideways, you can see that bump protruding there. That'll be a root eventually, so if we peel off, like I say, like an onion, just peel off a few layers. Now that's plenty of a stalk to be able to bury this. What I like to do with my aloe, because I have decapitated a few of them, get your aloe, get a banana peel while it's still soft, wrap it around the bottom of your aloe, and then bury this in your growing medium. It is going to be slimy. You do want to let it just do its thing for a couple weeks without watering it, because this banana leaf or banana husk, whatever you want to call it, wrapped around there, that will provide nutrients and food. Since it's loaded with potassium, it'll help with roots. This almost always works. I've done this to this poor aloe plant a few times, so I do have experience with it. I'm going to do the same with this huge one here. I did leave one more piece that I need to pull off, so I'm going to show you that, hopefully. Now this aloe does look a little mangled. He did have it in the back of his truck for hours. See, I'm just grabbing this big piece and pulling the opposite way it grows. And it will come off pretty easily. You can see there's another beautiful example of a root right there too. Now, Laura Eubanks is someone I've been watching recently, actually for a couple months now. And I've heard about her tons. Never actually searched out her videos, but now that I have, I'm kicking myself in the butt because I should have done it a lot sooner. But she says as long as your succulent can stand in the pot you put it in, you're fine. I think this should be able to stand. Now normally I would do what I did with the other one and wrap the roots or the trunk with the banana. I have a couple peels, so I'm going to throw one on the bottom. This other one, I'll do my best to wrap. If it doesn't stay, it doesn't stay. Now this thing is massive. Like I said, it is a little mangled because the guy did have it in the back of his truck and was driving around the Albuquerque desert with it, Not good for any plant. This potting soil that I'm using is pretty chunky. It's got a lot of organic matter, tons of bark. It's usually what I use for most things. I did kind of step away from it for a bit because I got a bad batch, but For the price, I can add amendments and do what I have to for it. Now, something like this, because it did have fresh wound on it, you don't want to leave it, water it right away. Just leave it, let it dry out, do its thing for, I'd say, a week or two. Now, like I said, this isn't the most beautiful cactus, and it's not going to win, or aloe, and it's not going to win any competitions right now. But it is a heck of a lot bigger than any of the ones I've ever grown. You can see this is all the leaves that I took off of it. There are plenty of them. So it should bounce back. Hopefully it does. I would love to have a big aloe like this in my house. It will take a little bit for it to rebound. And you can see there's still some damage, like this one here was cut, it was bent. There's one there that was broken at the base. But hey, it is a plant and it should rebound. Hopefully it does. A huge beautiful aloe would be really nice to add to my collection. Like I say, I usually stay with them about this big. The biggest I've got one is about 2 feet. And it got so leggy that it fell over and I had to repot it, and I had like 30 pups. So I was kind of tired of aloe for a while, needless to say. But like I said, the neighbor offered this. I couldn't resist. I figured better than it just going in the trash, I'll try and do something. Who knows? I'll keep you updated. Thank you for watching. Remember, like I said, make sure you don't water too much, especially with the banana peel, because you will invite gnats for sure. Bye. Have a good day.